stream, and look who I have with me today. I know all of you are very excited because I'm very excited. Please welcome to the stream, Amy Dallen.
Hello.
Woodburn.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you both for being here. Thank you all for being here. We've been talking about how wonderful it's been that you all have been so excited, and I'm very excited. So how are you both? We're very holiday today. We've got some I've been having a lot of Murray F. Christmas feels.
What's up with Murray F? Where are we in Murray F world?
I mean, I think he's playing D&D somewhere. He might make an appearance at some day over the holidays. He still writes me. It's a lovely time.
I feel like this being an extra chaotic Christmas, I almost wanted to know if he was involved, but I feel like this is not his brand of chaos this year. You know, I feel like Murray F. Christmas would object just as much. He can't do any chaos if we all need to stay in our homes.
It's true. I think he's taking a leisure year. I think he understands. All right. So today, I'm sure some of you saw the tweets. We're going to be doing some salt dough ornaments. I have not made these since I was about 6, maybe younger. And they're really silly and fun and really easy for kids to make. But I thought that would make it perfect for us.
Yeah.
Just have fun. And Steph is actually going to be doing her own craft today.
I am.
We're just going to kind of be hanging out and crafting with all of you. And I hope that you're all okay with that because that's pretty much our show. Can you tell everybody what you're doing, Steph?
I'm going to be rhinestoning. Hold on. I hear an echo on myself. Okay. I'm going to be rhinestoning these lovely headset, which I've been wanting to do for a long time. And that's what I'm really excited about. And I've got some fun glue guns. I've got a couple just in case. Don't know what we're going to be up to. I also have a second camera as I'm trying to figure out how to stream this on my stream too. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to put some glam on here.
Heck yeah.
And feel free to fiddle with that as much as you need to get that streamed on yours. Not worry. We're all just going to hang out today.
Excellent.
I have stacked a tall series of objects in what I'm sure is an extremely safe manner to try to get my makeshift work surface, you know, because the kitchen's over there. And this is the corner of the room with the computer. So we're improvising.
Yeah. And I...
If it falls on me, you have to clip it.
Took a branch from our super majority stream, and I got 2 cameras, y'all.
2 cameras.
Crafting here.
Yes, that looks amazing.
Yes. Oh, it like leaves a creepy ghost handprint. Oh, my hands are sweaty, I guess. Okay, so first things first, I'll do some explaining of what salt dough is. So it is not edible. These are not for eating. This is essentially a recipe for a Play-Doh-like faux sugar cookie.
But can you eat it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's not toxic because it is just flour, salt, and water. Okay. But it's going to taste disgusting because it'll just taste like salty flour. And it will not be ideal if you consume it. I just don't. But also don't let your dogs eat it because dogs cannot handle that much salt. It just would not be great. So it's not great for dogs. So keep it very much away from pets. But it is not like if you ingested on accident. I don't know why you would, but if you did, you don't need to be rushed to the hospital or nothing.
Fun fact, in elementary school, one of my projects was making salt dough maps of California. That was like our big, like 4th grade project. And it was, you know, and I'm now trying very hard to search my memory because it seems impossible that I didn't try to eat it. You know, like I must have.
I think the thing is like this is a recipe specifically that for like children crafting that like the moment they even get near it, it smells and tastes gross. Like so, it's kind of like kids would probably have tried to eat Play-Doh and like you try and then you kind of go and then don't like it and then they stop and then they just play with it. I think it's a similar sort of aesthetic of just like they might try and they'll lick it, but it's not. Doesn't taste good. So.
Gross for your safety.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
And so if you are following along at home or have or want to just try this at some point in the future, because like Amy said, this isn't just for ornaments. I know not everyone sort of has a Christmas tree and that sort of thing. So it can be just used as sort of clay. I wanted to craft today that didn't require anyone leaving their home or having to go to the store or find a craft store that's open or risk any sort of safety. So it was like, well, what do most people probably have in their home? And I thought salt and flour and water are probably a good thing that people have. And that's really all it is. I tweeted out a recipe for all of you that you can adjust per serving size. So if you go to Pocket Gina, I've tweeted that out for all of you. And it's a really simple recipe. And you don't need a lot of it, especially if you're only doing it for about one person. You're going to need about a half a cup of all-purpose flour. And someone had a great question on Twitter about self-rising flour. Not ideal because it will get puffy because it's self-rising. So just unbleached all-purpose flour, like the cheapest one you get from a supermarket, is good to go. And about 3 tablespoons and 1 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 cup of water is kind of all you need for one serving. And on that website, you can adjust based on how many you would like to make. And the other trick. Now I'm over explaining because we've already made the dough. Here's some visual info.
No, this just makes me feel like a genius. I'm like, I did all of those steps.
We already did it because it requires about 10 minutes of kneading to get it to the right texture. So we've done that. But a tip is to slowly add your water when you're doing it, because if you dump it all in, I don't know why, but sometimes it just comes out like cake batter. It's like does not become dough. It becomes all soupy. So slowly adding it and continually mixing it, it gets all crumbly. And as it's slowly mixing into the flour and the salt, and then you keep going. And then if it gets you'll just see it start forming a dough, kind of like bread or Play-Doh. And if it's a little too sticky, which it was for me at first, I just added a little extra flour in and kneaded it up, and then it was good to go. So that's kind of all you need. And then once we're done all the cooking and stuff, I got to show you. Look what I found. I found all of our cookie cutters.
Ooh.
I might have gotten a drop off.
Yes. So
Oh my God. That looks
I have some cooking right now, and we'll hopefully be done by the time this stream so we can show them off.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
But I found these and I was like, and I got very emotional and happy. So they're being cooked. So shall we undo and just start? I'm going to just kind of freehand some designs and just kind of have fun with it. I've got just some bare essential like molding tools and a toothpick was also really good for like little tiny details. You will see what I made later. And yeah, let's just get into it. Let's just start having fun.
So if people are doing this from scratch, you add the water slowly to the other ingredients, and then you knead it till it's the right consistency, and then you've arrived at the point we're at, right? You didn't need to chill it or do some other middle thing.
I just needed to knead it. And then you can see it's not sticking in my hands anymore. And then you kind of just let it rest for about 10 to 20 minutes based on, how long you want to wait. It just kind of lets it all form together and not get very sticky. And then, yeah, you're just going to need a little extra flour to flour your surface so that your dough doesn't stick to the ground. Now, ideally, you would use a baking sheet and then a piece of parchment paper. Now, none of us had parchment paper. So I did some research. And like I said, I was like, I want to have as many like backup DIY stuff as possible. So like no rolling pin and no parchment paper. So we just used a piece of, we're using a glass. I've got a glass somewhere. And Amy's using a water flask, a little water bottle.
Rolling pin.
Yeah, you just flour the surface, and for the parchment paper replacement, because I had wax paper and I learned that you can't do that. You can't put wax paper in the oven, so it is not a replacement for that. But you can just use cooking oil, or in a super big pinch, just flour your baking pan. And that's more so for cookies. Don't do that for like cakes and stuff. But cooking spray is what we're going to be using. Because, I'm doing it right now. They didn't stick, so it's working out.
Steph, what's your step one?
Yeah.
My step one is to realize I am streaming because I didn't think I was.
Oh, good.
It said error, right? And I was like, oh, okay. And then I just checked chat. So now we are streaming. And I had a lot of fun editing. So now on my stream, you can see you two and Minecraft. Gina, I also got a second camera on some Black Friday whim.
Heck yeah.
Not a great camera, but it'll do.
I'm just using my phone right now. This is my phone.
I'm taking my headset, and I also have batches of rhinestones. So I'm going to grab those. I have 2 different glue guns. One is the one that you had dropped off, Gina.
Yes.
That are super majority craft.
Gina gives us things, and we just never give them back.
I have it downstairs, like in a bag. All of them.
Mine is also in the bag, ready for me to someday be a better friend.
Yeah, it's ready for me to take it somewhere.
I have to tell you too, Amy. When we did, when we got for Sword and Scroll, the amazing D&D in a Castle awesomeness that we got to do together the other day, you were wearing entirely my clothes, and I was like, they look great on you. But it took me a while, and then like halfway through the stream, I was like, that's my overalls. It was pretty great.
It's an Amy Dallen production, all the good parts by Gina.
Right.
Okay.
I did not. The one thing I didn't bring in here was my rolling pin glass.
Oh, you can go get it. Don't worry.
I'm gonna go get it. Can you vamp for me?
I can. Thank you. Be right back.
You can do it, Amy.
Steph, tell the people what your Twitch channel is so they can make sure they are also following you, or possibly to screen it for today.
Oh yeah, do you want to? You're not streaming.
No, not this time.
Can I squad stream even though we're doing Google Meet?
I don't know. I feel like that's a feature that's not available to everyone, and I don't know whether queue times.
Does queue times
is a you question?
Can queue times squad stream with me?
What does that mean?
It means that we are connected in the ether for a stream. But if we can't, my Twitch is twitch.tv/Steph Woodburn, STEF Woodburn. Oh, thank you for following. I hear the thing, but I can't. Okay, thank you, Kyra. I need to put hold on. Everyone can watch me.
Oh, and Chandra is in chat and is going to set up a multi-Twitch link, which is a way to go around it.
Thank you, Agincourt DV. Thank you for subbing. I really appreciate it. I need to learn how to put my. Wait, guys, don't do anything yet. I can't see.
Where did you go?
We lost you, Steph.
I know. I don't know what happened. I switched cams. Everything is crazy. It says no source selected. You guys don't follow me. I mean, you can follow me, but I can't see anything. Just give me 1 second. I don't know what happened.
We can fix it.
I'm gonna fix it.
Going wrong partway through it isn't a us crafting stream anyway.
Source selected.
This is what I'm using as a rolling pin.
Neat.
Improvise.
What's a good thickness for, like, how flat do I want to roll this thing?
Okay, so this is a great question. So thinner is always a little bit better because you don't want air bubbles. Just better for preservation. And basically you want about no thicker than like 1/4 down to like a 1/8. Like it's pretty thin. What's that?
Like in 1/4 of this tallness, or did you mean
like 1/4 inch? Like
okay.
Like tiny.
We're back.
And it's
Yay!
Oh my god. Oh, tech is so hard. Okay. Great. We're back. Somehow Logic After picked a different window. I don't know. I didn't do it.
You got this.
Yes. Awesome. Hey everyone. Oh, we've got a lot of our old friends in chat. Polythene Hamster, David Flagel, Shadrach Mould, Unique Technique, Zis. They're probably in your chat too. Okay. Multi-Twitch. Great. Awesome.
See?
Okay. So do I need to click anything for that to happen? Thank you, Mickey May, for following. I don't need to? Okay. It just happens.
Yeah, it's just a way of putting the streams side by side, sort of with a third party.
Okay, great. Awesome. Because I think the live stream before, I needed to accept.
That was an actual inside Twitch feature. This is just basically like a website being like, the website, am watching both of them. Here, now you can watch both of them with me.
Very cool.
It's how I understand that to work. Sometimes I speak with authority on things that I'm just making up. I don't know if y'all have caught on to that.
No, that's how you do it. That's how you win Hollywood. Thanks, good choice for follows. Gina, that looks so beautiful. I just want to watch you do.
I am improvising because I just want to make sure it does not stick. So I'm just salting it or spreading a little more flour just to, because when I rolled it out, it gets a little sticky.
Mine is just gonna stick, but you know.
It's okay. I didn't do what I'm doing last time, and I was able to kind of get them off eventually, and it wasn't too distort them and kind of mush them back.
It smells delicious. Are you sure I should
so
eat it?
It's salt.
I'm glad I'm not doing it. I definitely eat it.
Okay.
All my favorite foods are just basically like, oh, some salt. This is very dangerous.
But they usually have something nice with it too. So
if you don't,
see, look at that. It's coming up nice and good. Okay, great. Okay. Now, I have to check. Does anyone know if my sister is in stream?
What?
I'm checking.
Oh, in chat?
Yes, I just want to know because I have made something.
Oh,
I know my mom's watching probably. Everyone knows that. So I just need because before I say it.
The sources taste it for us, Amy. Now they're trying to get me to. Half of them are trying to save me from myself, and half of the chat is
they're egging you on
a little bit. But it looks like we have no confirmed DeVivos in chat.
Okay.
No confirmed DeVivos.
No sisters, only mom. Okay, great. I'm gonna wait for at least one more confirmation before I say it, because
you know this is going on the internet.
I know, but then I don't have to worry about it, and I can just tell her not to. But because my phone is right here, I can't check. Okay, well, it seems we're probably fine. So I'm probably going to make another one because I want to, because it was really fun. I have made a Hobbit door out of these. So we're going to do that again because I feel like that'd be a really fun thing to show you guys how to make. So what I did was I just took the rim of the glass to make a circle.
No, we're good.
Door. Just kind of went like this. And then you get a circle.
Brilliant.
And then I'm going to take the edge of my knife and I'm going to, so I looked up some pictures of Hobbit doors and they usually have this like sort of stone arching around the door. So I'm going to replicate that right now. What are you going to make, Amy?
I think I'm going to start with Minecraft sword.
Do it.
Nothing since the holiday season like weapons.
It's true.
Wow, Amy. I'm so impressed with you. Ooh. So I have a question, Gina. Do you have headset?
Do I have a headset?
Yeah. Do you have a headset?
No.
See this part here?
Yes.
Does that do anything?
It looks important.
It looks
I don't
important,
know.
but it can't be because it's the outside, right?
Don't know.
I'm just thinking, like,
what
need this branding. They're not sponsoring. I'm gonna put. So I have all these different. So this is what I'm doing. I have all these different. I put them in different bags, but it's different sizes. So these are small ones. These are bigger ones. These are like biggest.
Amazing.
So I want to put different, like a design on here, but I'm not quite sure. I might just do the design where you cover it so it looks like a tiara.
I love it.
Or I could like make some type of cool, I don't know, zigzag or a crisscross. Do you have any recommendations?
I don't. I'm distraught. My sister is in chat.
Oh, really?
You failed.
What happened?
It's okay. Okay. I'm thinking design.
Face response. Okay.
How we summoned her.
Asked. I asked and waited. I even texted you, Mom, and said, make sure she doesn't watch it today. Ay, ay, ay.
Wait, why? Why should she not watch it?
Because I'm making stuff.
Oh, it's
Stuff.
you're making.
Fine. You're just going to know now. Merry Christmas.
You're right. She didn't get the text.
I can tell, Mom. It's okay. You're here now, Elisa. Welcome.
Wait, Gina, where's your chat?
Oh, I have Twitch open on the side over here.
Oh, okay. I thought it might have been in the Google Meet, but it's not.
No, not in there.
Yeah, I just have a separate one. Well, she's made her leave now.
What? I made her leave. I
So
saw
your mom says I made her leave. Like,
yeah, I told her.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry. You needed advice from me, and I was having a meltdown.
Oh no, it's okay. I was just curious. I think if they said if it's cosmetic, I can do it, but if it's perforated, then to let it breathe. They say it might have to do with base response. I probably won't. I just won't. I'm gonna see if I have enough. I'm gonna rhinestone the rest of it first.
stay on the safe side.
Yeah, and then see.
I'm gonna lift out or something. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, y'all. Oh, you can't really see the shape, but it's there, I promise.
You might be able to hold it up when we take it all, when we take off the excess.
Yeah. It's really mucking with the white balance on the or the exposure levels or whatever. Anyway,
Aw.
Thank you, whoever's supporting Steph.
Huh?
I said thank you, whoever's supporting Steph.
I know. Thank you. And Kelly and Knoom. I'm assuming these are your friends, Gina.
What?
On Q times.
Yes,
Oh.
we are currently be streaming on Q-Times. Thank you, by the way, for everyone who has been supporting Q-Times. I think y'all started a hype train right as we were going live today.
That's awesome.
Got some stone.
Oh my God, Gina!
And then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna.
Wow! Are you scoring it?
Yeah, I'm kind of just
not pushing all the way through.
I'm not going all the way through. No,
Okay.
I'm definitely just. I guess I can still use this, huh? Because this is kind of a bigger.
Continuing my run of tools. Now, maybe I'll try to take the toothpick and imitate Gina and like do some design work on my.
Do some designs. It's really fun. It's like, the cookie cutters are there to just have some extra, and then because you can do some cute like snowflakes and all that stuff. But I really wanted to try some just free form because this is also a really good technique to make like little gingerbread men and stuff like that. It's really sweet. I've got one from I found it when I was like poor or something, and I still have it. It's very cute.
What did she say?
I made one of these when I was a kid, and it's like
when you were 4. Okay.
Yeah, and it's really sweet. Yes, exactly, Chandra. Non-toxic but non-edible. That is 100% the perfect way to say that. So now I'm going to do little details. So that's what this toothpick is going to be for. So I'm just going to kind of add the like wood grain. Just kind of.
I'm just going to watch Gina craft for a bit. This is amazing. Oh my God.
Oh, cool. We can see it. Great.
It looks so cool.
Fun. So how have you been?
What?
How have you two been?
Oh,
2020.
I'm sipping some caramel spice apple tea.
Yum.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah. The Yogi tea bag says, if you do anything out of sheer compassion, you will never be wrong. Well, that's very sweet.
That's wonderful.
I made some spice brownies the other day.
Ooh.
Not doom spice, but with like cinnamon and cayenne pepper and and that clairvoyant thing.
Steph has to clarify.
Yeah. Rogue 13 does Gina making a mini Stargate.
You could do that.
Oh.
That's the great thing about molds for ornaments is get the sort of like how many things can this be turned into?
Yeah, that's true.
So it turns out I was really very organized, like to over a point with these rhinestones. So I actually have a big box of rhinestones, and I've used these to bedazzle different costumes and stuff. But it's like that general, not expensive box, and there's all these different sizes. I think there's 9 different sizes. So then one time I had extra left over, and I divided them up into 9 sizes, but I still have a whole box that's undivided.
Amazing.
Anyway. David Flagel has gifted a sub. That is so sweet.
Nice. It's been so wonderful seeing all the names again. Like, I know that sounds silly, but
I know.
It's been very nice.
Yeah.
We missed you.
We did. We did.
So I'm gonna make right
Are
now.
Are you making a ornament for anyone in particular, Amy?
No, I'm just looking around. I'm currently trying to make them not blend together. All right, cool. I have isolated 2 of these.
I don't really have a plan, I think, for the rhinestones. I was Googling rhinestone gaming headset, and they look kind of very uniform. There's a really cool, I think, Beats cover, a Swarovski rhinestone covered Beats. But they're all like the same size rhinestones, which I don't have. So mine are just going to look real special. Okay.
You want to write Steph on it or something?
Oh!
Like, I don't, is that
funny? Like, Steph. Or just like Steph wins. No.
Yeah.
Very
as well. What?
Oh, thanks for hosting, Dallen Ward.
What are you adding to the door there, Gina?
They have the like overhang, the little triangle overhang. I've tried to make it very thin because I didn't want to add too much depth because they want to stay very thin. But now I'm running into the problem that I have floured one side of this, so it's not sticking great. But I'm hoping.
Oh my god! Sorry, is that music bothering you? Wow! David Flagel gifted like 10 tier 1 subs, which is very thoughtful. Oh my goodness. That's very, very thoughtful. Do you guys mind the noises of my alerts?
No.
Do you know what else I've started using is that I don't know what it's called. Twitch music, the official Twitch music that's not copyrighted.
I haven't looked at that yet.
Yeah. Do you want me to put some music on?
Maybe we should stick to the alerts for now.
Stick to silence for now? Okay.
Or I was going to say the alerts, which are nicely punctuated.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. But you can find like I play jazz sometimes or EDM.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's not copyrighted written. Right?
Or rather, they have whatever permissions they need for it already.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I will put my name in rhymes. Is that weird? Is that weird? Is that like hockey?
No. I have no idea. It's whatever you want it to be. Although a pattern would also look very nice. I know I suggested the name, but it's rhinestone.
A pattern?
Do both. Pattern and name.
Spacing between the rhinestones. That's true. It does flex. I'm gonna do it.
All right. I should make something else. How hard do you think it would be to make like a funky communicator shape?
Ooh, I mean, do it. Go for it.
Drop my rhinestones. Okay. I'm just gonna have rhinestones all over my floor. Sparkly.
Then you've done 2 crafts in one. You're doing home improvement.
Yes. Okay. Ooh.
I think a communicator is a great idea. That's exciting.
What's exciting?
The communicator.
I'm gonna make like a Star Trek.
Oh yeah, for
shape
sure.
if I can.
For sure.
So when these are all cooked, which these cook very slowly, by the way, everyone.
What do you bake it at? For how long?
You bake it at the lowest really mine goes is about, you could go about 250 Fahrenheit. And essentially you just kind of slow bake them for like over 2 hours, depending on how many you're making. Depending on how many you're making. About 4 or 5 in the oven right now, and they've been in there for about 2 hours at this point. And they were still kind of squishy. You basically want them to where they're hard, but not like they can brown a little bit, but you don't want them burning. I'm currently making, it's a little off, but I'm making a pebble stone.
Amazing. I definitely rolled back over the bottom of my sword, but it's going fine.
Yeah. low,
over the bottom of your sport.
Low and slow is like the best for salto.
Chandra says the process is really more drying them out than baking, which makes sense.
Yeah. You just want to get all the moisture out of them.
All right, that's, kind of flat.
I don't know if this is gonna anything. I don't know. Stone? I don't know if the stone does it look right, or did it look just better like that?
I kind of like something leading away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Step.
Yours looks like real wood.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
Maybe like a second little step.
Go for your name in rhinestones.
You what?
Nothing. I'm just reading. They're like, it's a go for my name in rhinestones. So I'm doing the ears first, and then I'll get to the thing. Actually, I think that makes sense because I don't know if I have enough to just like cover the whole thing. So nice.
Did anyone on chat see what I did with my toothpicks?
Oh no!
They were here. Oh, found one. Found them all. Got it. Never mind. Oh, Dark of Night says, the road goes ever on and on down from the door where it began. So, strong argument in favor.
Kind of like a two-step, maybe.
Ooh.
Okay.
Blue says, despite all the warnings and knowing that it's Play-Doh, I really want to make cookies now.
Right? I don't know how you're not eating that. It smells good, you said?
It does.
Actually, if it smells good. I think you're going to have to make cookies on top of making that so you don't eat that as a prevention.
As long as you label them appropriately.
Be able to tell real quick which ones. Because it's salty, right? The one that you have. It's like super salty. Oh,
probably. I have not actually given in and eaten it yet, but I believe yes. This is just me freehanding this shape, and I don't think it's going well.
No?
Well, let's see.
What do you think, chat?
I lost a rhinestone in my chair.
Oh no!
No, it's okay.
All right, chat.
The X-ray is going to be full of rhinestones.
Good start?
It's a good start.
Ooh, yeah.
That looks great.
Okay,
Looks like
now I need the wibbles on the side. Rhinestones are just glitter for giants.
It's okay. I'll just have a sparkly chair, too. Everything will be sparkly.
Sparkly floor, sparkly chair,
Sparkly everything. Let's try this. Okay.
Right.
So, what's been your all's like the best thing that's happened to you in the last 9 months? Or you know what? That's a loaded question. What's been one great thing?
Okay,
in the last like month. Let's just shoot there. Who remembers what happened a month ago?
I had a really nice birthday. I got to go to
Happy birthday. I saw the beautiful pictures and you went to a dino park in Johnson.
Yes, if you've never heard of this, it's the Cabazon Dinosaurs. It's like the cutest little roadside attraction, and it's the dinosaur from Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure movie.
Yeah.
When him and Dottie are up in the dino.
I just rewatched that for the first time since I was like a kid. So that's amazing. Oh,
it's lovely. It's really lovely. And it's so sweet. They're just like massive dinos that you can go into. And then there's just like a park that you just walk around.
You go into the dinos?
You can go inside the T-Rex, and you can go inside. There's a gift shop inside of a Brontosaurus, I want to say.
A brontosaurus. A gift shop inside of a brontosaurus?
Yes.
And it's open?
Yes, it is open because it's sort of all outdoor and there's not that many people there. So we just wore masks and walked around this park, and they have all these, like, they're not animatronic or anything, but they're just sort of sweet dinos.
Sweet dinos.
Yeah. Brachiosaurus, maybe a Brachiosaurus. Littlefoots, but bigger.
Oh,
I can never remember the name. And
a patasaur?
I don't know. The long necks. Long neck.
Those were my favorite.
And
it's like,
yeah, they're lovely. Oops. Come back, Lil.
Did you want to do that, or did he surprise you?
That was a place I love. I've been there a few times, and so he was taking me to the desert, and I was like, okay, how close are we to Cabazon dinosaurs? And so it turned out like 20 minutes away from where we were going. So it was like, this is a perfect time to show you some dinos.
My world.
Yeah. And
that's really sweet.
It was very sweet.
It's upside down.
I know. The door does. They do look like kisses. They look like a mouth. It's so weird. I don't know how to do the stones yet. That's why I've not solidified them down yet, because I'm still not sold. I don't know if the stone. I don't think the stone's gonna work, especially since these I'm gonna probably paint stone after it's cooked. I think I'm gonna not.
You can paint them?
Yes. Oh, okay. So let me get a little more into this. So this dough is also works with food coloring. I just didn't have any, so you can make colored dough and cook that as well. This recipe lets you. But in addition to that, when they're cooked, you can paint them, you can put glitter on them, and then once you're done, you can just Mod Podge them, or like do a like spray sealer, and they'll stay. We can paint these after and make them look all beautiful. Yeah. Okay.
So Mod Podge, for people who don't know, is something that helps it set, right?
Mod Podge?
Yeah, it's just something that helps it set.
Yes, right. It does. It lets it. It just kind of seals it.
Are we ready for a dramatic reveal?
Oh, I like it.
Very cute.
A little bit wide, but I think it's
so cute. Can you make that into a pin?
Could I?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, this is essentially like clay. I mean, you can do whatever you wish with it. You made a map. You could make a pin. I suppose this could be very much used in a pinch if you don't have clay and you just kind of are like, well, this is the same-ish. If you really just want to craft.
All right, what's a good thing for me? Let's see. Been catching up on some reading here and there, which is nice.
Reading. Tell us what reading.
Yeah, what are you reading?
Doing some catching up on the wonderful world of X-Men comics that have been very exciting for this last year.
Cool.
And a couple of books that just like graphic novels that knocked my socks off that I'm trying to figure out when and how to share with folks. Over on my stream we do book club, and we just started. By just started, I mean we're spending 3 weeks on the first session because there's too much to talk about. But we're doing Hitchhikers. We're doing the Hitchhikers in book club, and it is my very favorite thing.
Have you read it before?
Yes. Sometimes I pick ones that are just excuses for me to read stuff I want, and sometimes I pick like old favorites. So it is making me very, very happy.
Good.
Steph, what about you?
Well, this is an update on this side.
Oh, Gina, look.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, Steph, it's gorgeous.
Oh, I love the flower pattern.
Until we're sponsored. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I let's see. I've started scrapbooking. I think you'll appreciate it.
I like it.
I printed out 2,000 pictures, which in retrospect might be extra, but I printed out 2,000 photos, over 2,000. So when I was growing up, I made a scrapbook for every year of my life, like every grade, then you're in college. And I just haven't done it in the last few years because I don't know, you get busy with life, and it's just your life is divided less, I think, by chapters. But it doesn't mean you live less life. There's still so many great things. I actually have so many of our pictures from our shows together. I was just doing the Wednesday Addams one. So this is Halloween 2016. Oh, thanks for the follow, Elizabeth. But yeah, I've been really enjoying doing that. And then I have movies on in the background. I've been watching. So I started teaching screenwriting. Oh, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, so I've been watching movies because I also was taking different classes in screenwriting. And I was looking at action movies, but I was thinking about the characters in action movies. So a lot of times in a movie, the character goes on a journey and the character arcs around their flaw. But in movies like James Bond and Mission Impossible, I don't know that the characters really change. And what do you think about this, Amy, actually? Because it feels more episodic. So where they're continuing with the same character over the course of a bunch of movies. So it's like they don't arc that much. It's just more of the franchise. It's more like a TV show where it's, you come back for those same characters. But in Marvel and in other stuff, like they did have Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Miriara, for following. So do you think that the characters arc in Marvel, but like in those action movies and in those universes, the characters arc?
I think it varies movie to movie. There are multiple ways to do it. Some folks are only interested in sort of movies that fit a pattern where like the main character changes a lot between the beginning and the end, but that's not the only way to structure a story. You know what I mean? So I would say most Marvel movies involve at least some light arcing because it is part of sort of like the goal of most of those. Like the Iron Man movies are a great example of almost always being about Tony needing to learn something and change in some way. Sometimes it's the same thing he needed to learn before, but if you've met real people, sometimes we're like that. But yeah, like it's an interesting, I know screenwriters have a lot of thoughts on sort of what constitutes an arc and whether all movies actually need one that fits the same model as other types. Or whether there's sort of other models of storytelling in conflict that go around it. Yeah.
There's like plot driven and then there's character driven. Ideally you have, both, but I think sometimes if you keep the same character, then they don't necessarily, you're watching it for that character and you might not need like all the change. Or the thing is, then the sequel needs to have built upon the success of the old one. Like that I was watching the old, I think it was Casino Royale, and they had, like those old DVDs had trailers for the next movies coming out. So this was Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3, where he's turning, dark, and he's like, I can put Mary Jane first. And then he's like, no, you could never put Mary Jane first. And then he's like, and then he goes dark. So they have built upon his first one. So he's arcing in all of those. And same with Lord of the Rings, but that was obviously a trilogy, but that they planned for. But yeah, it's just interesting to see how they do it. And I always appreciate your opinion, Amy, because you're so, I remember your movie, what was that show called? Your movie discussion.
When we were doing Collider Heroes, yeah.
Yeah, the first one on Twitch. Like 2015 Twitch.
Well, with comics on the poll, we did talk about a lot of this stuff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm making some kind of rectangle, and I honestly don't know why.
There goes
Chat thinks we're talking about Drama Club Heroes. That could be it.
Yeah, that one.
Thank you, Chat.
Oh, I have rhinestones everywhere, and none of them are labeled. It's okay. Sorry. Gina, that looks so good. You put a knob on it?
That's the doorknob. And I got a little mushroom. I kind of like it, but there's too much empty space. So I'm going to fill it with like greenery and maybe some vines and stuff.
It's so good, Gina.
So
the
good.
mushroom totally works. It makes those look like steps for sure. Oh, that's so cool. Ah!
That's all I needed. Great. I'm going to keep going.
Making a rectangle.
Keep going.
Folks, what should my long rectangle be? What can I make out of this?
What do you mean, what should it? I
made a monolith. Look at me.
Yay.
Make it a book spine.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. How do we do it? Let's see. It'll have like markings at the top and bottom if there's like a band.
Yeah, like you'd have the book binding. If it's like an old book, you'd have that little ridge of the book binding. And then I would make that one a little bit thinner, actually. Oh, I got stuff.
Like flatten
just
it?
looking a little thick.
Okay.
I'd make it just a little bit thinner. It's just easier to cook that way and not burn it on accident.
Rectangle about to get a little wider. All right. Now, a straight on view of the book spine should have a slight curve maybe at the top. I don't know if I'm supposed to be using the toothpick for the actual cutting out, but so far so good.
Have you all baked anything fun recently besides these ornaments?
Just cookies for me.
What kind of cookies?
Your basic chocolate chip. I'm, not particularly sophisticated baker, although I have friends who have gotten deep into the quarantine baking, and it's amazing.
But like, what do they do? Because I think chocolate chip cookies are probably one of the most delicious things. Like, I prefer that probably to homemade sourdough bread, even though that's technically what, the people are doing.
One of my friends has actually been like, yeah, I've made homemade croissants. And I'm like, that sounds
what?
Fake idea.
You're like, also, what time are they out of the oven?
Right?
Drive by pickup.
They're not mushy anymore, right?
I don't think so.
I made macarons, actually.
What?
Yeah, not here, but when I was quarantining with family. And then I found this really old food coloring, but I used it anyway. And made it was really really fun. You would just have to whip the stuff for a long time. I don't think I was then the only person that liked them in my family, so then I just ate three pans of them.
You made personal macarons. I love it.
Yeah, it was, no one else liked them like mine did. They're like, it's too airy.
Too airy. Aren't they supposed to be airy?
Well, let me take that back. I made meringues.
Ooh.
And then a macaron is you put ganache between those two meringues. But I didn't.
You were two-thirds of the way there is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. They weren't as into it, the airiness. Thanks, Caitlin.
All right. My book is getting rotated so I can write on it. And my book will be The Hobbit. I'm just gonna
Nice, The Hobbit.
use my toothpick here. Oh no, I smushed it with my finger.
Well, the door does break, right? It's fine. It means you've read it a lot. It's a real book.
Totally. This book is well loved.
Gina, I'm trying to glue gun more than one thing at one time, not because I'm impatient, but just, for efficiency. But the glue keeps drying before I'm able to put this thing on. Do you recommend just doing it slowly?
I would do it slowly. You probably have a low, I think I gave you a low temp glue gun, so it just stays hotter for less. I do that so that Amy does not burn herself.
That's good because I already put it on my finger by accident, so that's good.
Good, yeah. I give you guys the low temp ones, and then
safety first.
You're welcome. And so yeah, it just you just have to work slower.
Okay, that's good. Oh,
hi, Eric.
Thanks, Kate Marine, for subbing.
Librarian Liz just rated us.
Oh, you? That's amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna show you because my other one just came out of the oven. You want to see my first Hobbit door? This one is. I'm making this one more elaborate, but.
That looks so good. That looks so beautiful.
It looks good. And then I also made a creeper. He's got a little bit of that. I gotta brush some of the I've still got a bunch of flour on him, but he looks so good.
That looks amazing.
I got my boy. I'm gonna paint him.
Heck yeah! I forgot to put ornament holes in mine. Whoops.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna do that. That's like the last step.
Excellent.
And one final thing that you can do. So I had to use oil. I bet if you didn't use oil and you used parchment, you wouldn't get. This is good. So we're learning. So you can also use that to make your dog footprint.
Oh wow!
Oh, that is a cute idea.
And, what we see is I'm actually getting a little bit of oil residue because of that. So that's good to know. So if you don't want that, go get some parchment paper. And I don't mind it too much on this. I'm probably going to end up painting this anyway. So, but if you want to leave it that like cookie looking texture, use parchment paper. Because see, this one was a little thicker and it didn't do that as much, but it actually, just a little bit. But I'm going to be painting it. So I didn't really mind.
It's so good.
That looks so good. What kind of paint are you using to paint it? Just like
I'm just going to use acrylic paint, just simple
craft paint.
Easy craft paint. Seemed like a good idea.
And then you're going to Mod Podge or something it.
Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of Mod Podge over it, which is sort of just like a glue, which is really good for sealing stuff.
I'm going to have to take a higher quality photo of this later, but I decided to make my book The Hobbit because I was like, that's a nice short title. And I'm still having to cram the letters in to get it by the end because I didn't plan ahead.
You could just do LOTR if you wanted.
Would have been smart. Would have been very smart.
But The Hobbit is nice and legible. Here's my update.
Gustav!
Not done yet. But
oh, I'm loving it.
It's gonna be
they're
fun.
so fabulous.
Exactly. You have to be fabulous when you're streaming. Said no one ever.
Hey, man, if it's an option.
Yeah. To be or to not be.
Let's see.
Arcane Priest says that Hobbit door is gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm enjoying.
I found a red one.
A red one?
Take it off. Wait, everything is clear. I don't understand. There must have been a mix-up at Michael's. Weird. I don't. Okay. Maybe I'll save it for something else.
All right, let's see. It's tough to show this off without just totally misshaping it, but it's what we're doing.
Yes.
Let me try this. Can anybody? Nope. No! Ooh.
Oh no!
What happened?
Nothing.
It sounds like you dropped it on. It's cool. I'll have rhinestones on my floor, and you'll have ornaments on your floor.
Yep. Salto on the keyboard. Not ideal. I can't. I need a shot that will. Hey. Okay. Look up before I lose it.
It looks awesome.
It. Oh, I love it. I love it.
It kind of does love it. Need some more detail.
My keyboard very far away.
What?
I'm keeping my keyboard very far away as to not get flour in my keyboard.
Smart.
So we have our friend One Ice Queen in chat. and we are sending her lots and lots of love. She and her husband had COVID recently, but she's recovering really well, I think. So we're just sending her lots and lots of love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots.
Are you guys going to make anything delicious for the holidays?
Probably not.
Just Steph, what about you?
I love you so much. Like, no one's pretending to be Martha Stewart here. Are we going to get the vegan loaf from Trader Joe's? Like, bake it. Actually, we did that for Thanksgiving. It was delicious.
No.
$9.99, the vegetarian loaf that has stuffing inside of it and a turkey on the outside. It's crispy. Comes with gravy out of a bag.
Wait, yeah. Vegan turducken?
Kind of. It's really good. It's or maybe there's a Gardein version. I think a lot of stores have their own version, but we got the Gardein version actually. Now I was thinking about it. But yeah, it's vegetarian turkey that surrounds stuffing, and it's got this nice little crispy layer on the outside, and you just bake it. And then there's gravy that you heat up and put it on it. It tastes amazing. And then we made a bunch of like really good side dishes.
Aww.
Yeah. And we made pumpkin pie and then apple blueberry pie and 5 loaves of banana bread and date bars and sugar cookies all in 4 days.
That's amazing.
Most of it.
The most I've baked is yellow cake cupcakes with chocolate frosting.
Ooh, what kind of frosting? Do you go with the chocolate? Nice.
We have chocolate and cream cheese ice cream, whipped cream cheese ice cream. That's yummy. But that's about it. Oh, and the pineapple angel food cake. Super easy.
So what is that now? Do you take a box of angel food cake and add crushed pineapple?
Exactly.
So is it less airy than
or just no, it's just
less airy?
It's just also very, very juicy.
Ooh, it's moist too.
Very soft, very moist, very, very fruity. It's so good.
How big is your can of crushed pineapple?
I believe it's 1 ounce, maybe 2 ounces.
So small.
That's big. No, it's like a big guy. It's like this.
Oh, so then it should be 16 ounces, no?
Maybe.
8 to 16.
You just Google.
I'll Google
pineapple angel food cake. It'll tell you exactly.
Do you have a angel food cake thing? Angel food cake?
A tin?
Pan?
No, I just bake it in like regular sort of cake tins.
Cake tins.
I've been trying to do like a string, and I'm not entirely.
Ooh, what for?
I was trying to experiment with like a vine.
Oh,
I don't know if it's working. I don't think it works. Nah. It just
I love the idea though. Like represent that garden that Sam Gamgee worked so hard on.
Exactly. I'm trying to do garden stuff, but I don't know what else to make.
Bushes? Will they just look like
probably just a bush? Probably just gonna do a bush.
A hedge, perhaps.
Hedge, exactly.
Shadowstorm thinks you could just throw some leaves on that vine and it would suddenly work.
I thought so, but that was my guess too. But I think it's just not. I think the composition isn't going to look right if it's going up the whole thing. I think.
Okay.
A bush, like kind of that. That just.
Mirroring the mushrooms.
Yeah.
I love this so much. A question, Gina, from Lucas, who must have missed the miraculous beginning because they're wondering, the hair looks great. How did you get the branches in there?
You mean the miraculous 2 minutes before our stream went live?
Gina magic. Gina's like, oh no, hold on.
Joey came and did this while I wasn't looking, and then I just sort of had them like this in my hair.
Which is cute.
Which is adorable. But then I was like, but you can't really see them.
Yeah.
So I just sort of did this instead. We took them off of the Christmas tree and shoved them in the bun.
Voila!
Easy.
That's awesome. What a guy that will come and like just do your hair right when you need to.
He also then put several things on my head though, and I only sometimes felt them.
Kat says I love it.
Oh, thanks so much, Mecha Dragon Tamer.
One thing I will say that I was really happy I did this year, I learned how to make puppets.
It looked so good. Your puppets look amazing.
They made me so happy.
It's reality.
I loved them so much. They lived with me for a little over a month while I was making them. And they stayed in my art room with me and kept me company. And they're just my favorite. And they live with their performers now. But
if anybody is not checking out Gina over on Pixel Circus, you got to catch up on the three-parter to which she is alluding right now, which was just extraordinary and magical.
Thank you.
Where can people find it?
It is over on the Pixel Circus YouTube channel, I believe. Because I'm not sure if the VOD is still up, but I could be wrong.
Gina, Xander, a bunch of chaotic gods.
Yes, the lovely Xander,
Sage
Ryan, Kaylee Bray, Anthony Carboni, Vince Casso, lovely people, lovely human beings. And they were all gods that were turned into puppets. And it was a lot of fun. And I literally have, she's here. She stays with me.
Oh my God.
Like on my desk at all times. And she makes me very happy. And if you just need to do yourself a favor and let Rachel Seeley bless your eyeballs with a baby kraken. You just need to see it because it's lovely in every way.
So good.
So that's the one thing I did that made me very happy.
Cannibalism.
Cannibalism. It's the cutest. It's the cutest. It's the cutest.
How do you get the inspiration for your puppet designs, Gina?
Yeah.
Do you think about the character first, or do you just have a vision in your mind?
So we had a preliminary sort of, you don't have to fill out your character completely. I just need you to tell me what they are the god of, what they have as a personal item, and what they look like. And that's kind of all I did, because we did a Lasers and Feelings a hack. Yeah, exactly. Hack. And that was kind of all I needed. And I was just like, I just need to know your vibe and what you look like. And if you have a personal item, because I want to make it out of felt. and they delivered so well.
Gina, the shrubbery you've just conjured out of salt dough.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's beyond my ability to deal. How did you evoke the essence of shrubbery with pieces of salt dough?
Because I am a knight of knee.
Fair.
So basically, I just kind of drew them on my iPad very roughly and tried to sort of keep whatever vibe and whatever color I thought that they might be.
With what program do you draw on an iPad?
I use Procreate, which Procreate. It is a lovely,
lovely. Make babies. Weird.
It's a professional creation. Is more not Procreate as in make babies. Procreate as in professional creator.
You didn't name it. They have to live with what they did.
Yeah, it's true. They can't take it back now. But it's a really great app because if for those that do any sort of graphic design or anything like that will know that Photoshop is actually quite expensive now. It always has been, but they do a monthly subscription fee now.
Yeah.
Which when someone's sort of a more casual creator like me and don't need it every day as a necessity, Procreate is an incredible alternative. It's only, I think, $10 forever. Something comparatively as an incredibly useful drawing tool. It's fantastic. I can't say enough good things about it. There's so much usability, and I just have an iPad, and then I get my screen protector is like a paper screen protector, which just sort of gives an extra texture while you're drawing. It's really nice that you're not slipping all over the screen, and an Apple Pencil, and that's what I use to draw all of the things. And it's gotten me a handful of work this year, actually. I've gotten some art commissions, which was very fun and very limited. So that was nice. Not too much stress. It was just dipping my toe and doing it for fun. And it's been really nice. It's been really nice.
Wonderful.
I'm probably going to make some Christmas presents because it's a really great, useful tool of just being like, I'm going to just draw you. How about that? I'll draw your pet. I'll draw your face. Like, let's do it. Because, it's hard to shop and also money. So gotta be smart.
Get creative.
And,
Definitely.
Loving it.
I think I'm going to see if I can make Kirby. Like, as long as I've just got a bunch of blobs, I might as well make a blobby pink Kirby, right?
That sounds great.
What? Oh, what did you make?
I think I'm going to try next. Make the video game character Kirby, as long as I've got blobs.
Yes!
Steph, it's looking so good.
Thanks. I'm just going to be rocking out. And I think I put them all along here, and then up to here, and then I'll put like Steph, and then, yeah.
Heck yeah!
One Ice Queen said this stream makes me so happy. So we're really glad to be able to connect. Thanks, Gina, for bringing us together.
You're very welcome. It was entirely my pleasure. And it has been a thing I've been missing quite heavily.
Me too.
The internet has been reminding me of some very beautiful memories of the three of us, and it couldn't have come at a better time for me to just really want to see your guys' faces and make some silly art with you.
And a big thank you to the folks at Q Times who made us like a beautiful overlay.
Yes.
Made it all fancy.
Yes. You all know. And also, thank you so much to everyone who donated in the Stream Punks. Like, this is sort of not entirely the reason, but we're doing this because you all wanted to see more craft streams, and it was nice to hear. And look at that! Ah,
It's so good.
So happy.
I'm gonna cry.
That looks so beautiful. I love how 3D it is too.
And it's still pretty flat. I know you can't really tell, but it's flat. Except for this doorknob. Okay, now the big test. Come on, buddy. Did I? Oh, yes. Totally free.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Gina, I saw a suggestion earlier that if you're having like one thing that can help with getting the elements that have been floured to stick to each other is to sprinkle some water in there.
Yes, that is why I've been licking my fingers, unfortunately. It is a great idea. Just remove all of the flour, but I've been doing it the gross way and licking it. So, because I don't feel like getting up again.
So all this about me not getting to eat the dough. And
I'm not eating the dough. I'm licking my fingers and then moistening the dough, which is not the same thing as eating it.
I'm not eating the chocolate. I'm just licking the chocolate.
I'm licking my finger, then touching the chocolate. Not the same.
Still chocolate.
Okay, that's going to go off to the side a little bit because I've got all this dough left. What should I make next? Oh, I guess I should also show on stream. You can just take your toothpick. And we're going to add a little hole right here.
Oh, yeah. I got to do that.
Boop, 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 boop. You can just kind of.
Oh, you made that look easy. It didn't pile up around the edges or anything.
Bam. And then you got a little place where you can stick a string.
So good.
And go back over here, buddy. Thank you. You've done your thing. I love you. Goodbye.
Have you all heard that talking to your plants helps them live longer?
I have heard this.
So if you do what you just did to a plant, maybe an orchid, but also a plant. I try it. My orchid still died, but
Oh no!
my succulents are doing great. I think things just don't last that long.
Oh, I think orchids. Yeah, I think orchids have a shorter lifespan.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. I'm doing pretty okay with my houseplants right now. I have a lot of them, and they're doing okay.
Nice.
Good.
I'm very proud of myself.
I'm going to steal your trick, Gina.
It's a great trick. It makes it look like you're really good at things, but it's just pre-measured.
All right. Ooh, it gave it an interesting lip since I am using going to need to be washed carefully thing. But I can pour it the rest of the way with my toothpick here, I believe.
So this is my box of jewels, just so you can see. They're so
oh, gorgeous.
What's the update? I want to see.
It's not expensive, but they come at, they're all different sizes, so that's why I spent a lot of time organizing and reorganizing the
So Kirby's got he's a blob and he's got arms and he's got little feet. And the arms are sort of like this and the feet are sort of ovals, right?
I look up a reference.
Right.
No idea.
My hands are covered in salt though.
Right?
So we're free-handed this thing.
I can't open this. There it is.
What can? Oh, your larger container.
Yeah, I sealed it, right, so that all my rhinestones wouldn't go flying everywhere. And then now, of course, it's difficult to open. Okay.
He's a blob with little oval blob limbs. Yeah. I'm sorry to disappoint the people in chat who hoped that I was making Jack Kirby. While he definitely deserves tribute, but he's way past my skill level. Unless he is also a blob with blobs for arms and legs.
I mean,
all right, let's see. Oh, Fluffy Foot's putting Kirby's in chat for me. Thank you.
Oh, that is very awesome.
Big eyes.
Okay. Okay, I have officially finished the ear dots. That's what I'm calling them.
Ooh.
So we've got two sides.
Oh, I love it.
Gorgeous.
I'll do here.
Yeah, I think that for sure.
Yeah.
And then up top, right?
Mm-hmm. I could even probably do the bottom, this part there too.
Mm-hmm. Whatever you think will be shown on camera is a good idea.
Since I tilt my head all the time to look at my probably this side.
Then yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Gina, when I'm making lines in my salt dough with the toothpick, they get a rough sort of edge.
Mm-hmm.
How do you best smooth that out?
I've noticed, the toothpick seems to have a roughness, and if you take like the smooth end of a butter knife, it's been getting me cleaner edges. So, and just kind of like, for example, you just kind of go like, boom,
boom,
and so it's a pretty clean edge as opposed to
going straight down and not sort of tearing through, which is what's called.
Yeah, and then if you do that, if you're scoring it, you get a little bit more of a more of a rough texture. But I suppose if that's all you have, you could kind of press.
Yeah, that's probably what I should be going with.
If you really It just will take a little bit longer. Now go back together. What should I do next? I don't know. Got about a half hour. Gotta
Oh no, I'm definitely not gonna finish.
Oh no, you can keep streaming on yours, and everyone can just keep watching.
Let's keep hanging, streaming.
All right.
Oh my god, it's 1:30. Time to Did we start at 12?
Ish. Ish.
Ish. Feels like we just started. Gina, are you gonna make anything for the holidays? Delicious?
Food-wise, probably no.
But ornament-wise.
Ornament-wise, you're looking at it. I did it.
You just admitted it's delicious.
Are you gonna do carry out? I know some people have been just like totally chill for the holidays, which is actually maybe a lot less stress than normal, but
we've been getting HelloFreshes. And it's like a meal service plan. They send you ingredients and then you cook the food. They just send you like 2-person sized stuff.
Oh, that's
and it's been great.
And it's a great activity.
Great. It's like some of the best food ever. It's delicious.
Wow. What's an example of a meal?
They'll send and you can have like spicy crusted chicken with mushroom, mashed potatoes and broccoli and like
they send you a lot of ingredients then, huh?
Yeah, they send you a lot. And it's all enough for 2 people. We had pork tacos with like a kiwi and tomato sort of pico de gallo salsa.
And they're not sponsoring this, but they should be because this sounds delicious.
I cannot say enough good things. It's so good, and they have a vegetarian option, and it's so good. And you can add meals or skip months, or it's good.
Very cool.
It's been kicking up our cooking sort of prowess and like what we feel comfortable cooking.
Awesome.
It's just been nice. How's everyone in chat? Oh, hi, Selena.
Oh, that's true. Is Selena here?
Yeah.
Hi. Are you our Selena? I mean, you are Selena one way or the other, but
very true.
100% say he wants breakfast now.
Oh. I also have. Did I eat breakfast? I did eat breakfast. I just didn't eat enough of it.
Native Night says they are also, I haven't vetted this obviously, but they're also the first carbon neutral meal kit company. That's
really
awesome.
Neat.
Is that HelloFresh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Saying she loves them. I miss when my fam could do it, but now we have too many people living here. But I love the recipes. They're so straightforward. You can make them yourself with your own ingredients.
Yeah. We've been keeping the recipe cards because we're like, well, we can just once we're get really practiced at it, we can just go to the grocery store and do that. And just grab a tomato and a onion and know what to do with it rather than like panic buy a bunch of ingredients and then have no idea how to put them together.
It is our Selena.
Oh, we miss you.
Selena's been, did you have second breakfast? I'm going to have second breakfast, Mom. Selina's been streaming on her own channel. That's why it's the stream name.
Oh, dang. That's
you can Control the other day, which is also a great game.
Oh, I haven't played
Control. It's wonderful.
I also want to shout out Icy in chat, my friend B Zelda. They are on the cast of Power Play on Sundays. Oh, Gina, obviously.
Cool.
Yes, B Zelda was not there the day that I was there, though. So, hello.
We will make the rest of the intro happen. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're doing well.
Power Play, everyone, if you haven't seen it, it's so good. It's so good.
It's real good.
It's so good. Everyone on it is amazing.
And Gina was an amazing guest, surprising no one.
Thank you. But we're just talking about the show.
Oh,
All right. I still haven't decided. I don't want to make it too complicated because I can't Google any references because, again, don't want any of this in my keyboard. So I have to invent it. One thing that you'll notice, okay, now here's my plight. Oh, you making a little boy?
Little feet.
Okay, I will say again, Amy, I'm going to make you make that thinner. Just a little bit.
It's gonna fall apart.
You can try. You can try. Oh, I love the thick rhinestones up there. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's like an Audrey Hepburn.
It is. It's very elegant.
I might not actually do the bottom. I kind of like the top.
I do too.
Yeah, it might be too much with the.
Yeah, I like the
great effect.
Joe Poe 23 said he's been learning how to cook since he got laid off, and I'm like, that's very relatable. Basically, yeah, I've kind of done the same thing, just cooking a lot of. I do a lot of prep before I cook. Like, I'll take a frozen thing, for example, that like cauliflower stir fry from Trader Joe's, and then to make something with Chinese flavors. When I lived with a Chinese family, you basically cut up garlic, ginger, and spring onion or green onion. And you mix those things together and you put that in oil and fry that a little bit first. And then anything you add to it has like this really delicious flavor. So then I'll add fire, mushrooms and stuff. Thanks, Black Hole Tech.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I throw eggs in it or whatever protein. But yeah, cooking is, I love that people have gotten more into cooking, whether by, necessity or just choice or just for something different.
It isn't, this has been a very strange year of unintended consequences, but it warms my heart to find people who are sort of like, everything is terrible, but I've got a new skill or a new passion or a new hobby or connecting with a different stranger on the internet.
Yes.
Thank God for it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let's see. And I'm going with, all right, Gina, is this thin enough? Oh, you're muted.
Yes.
Yay.
I don't have headphones on because they annoy me. So I'm sorry. And I'm going to keep muting myself just in case because I don't want echo to happen.
Yeah, we're so far so good.
Yeah, I haven't heard an echo.
That's probably because Jake and I keep muting me.
Nice. Well, I will assume that it's just an indication that everything is totally fine.
Yeah.
All right. I think I can't lift up Kirby to show him off without him falling apart. I might try anyway, though. You like how I just changed my mind in the middle of that?
Yeah, I do. Right. I do. You're like, it's more important that you see it. Oh, you're good with the technique.
Okay.
Wow, that looks, oh my God, that looks so good. That looks so good, Amy.
Thank you. I'm not convinced that you're telling me the truth, but I'm into it.
I realized that you can't hear me. I was freaking out about the face.
I could definitely tell it was Kirby.
Yes.
That is my indication of success.
He's got little arms and little feet, and that's what I can do. Thank you.
Let me see.
Logos can confirm maybe my home lot's just littered with projects with no end in sight. It's something, right? Somebody who just scrolled off said they feel like they really leveled up their GM skill this year. They've run so many games.
Yes, that's definitely another skill. Yeah, what are some skills that you all have developed in COVID unintentionally, but then, that you wouldn't have done otherwise? I would say cooking and roasting vegetables.
Ooh.
Writing, teaching. I wouldn't have taken, wouldn't have started that. Like teaching screenwriting is super cool.
Yeah.
Puppet.
Puppet making, yes.
Yeah, let me think. I'm doing occasional refreshing, extremely rusty skills, kind of the stuff that I haven't made time for in the last year, which is cool.
Like what?
Just random stuff like re-upping knowledge from years ago of stuff that like was used to be like, oh, I should go research diving on this or that. Just random stuff.
Like comic book stuff or just like the presidents of the United States, because I played trivia and there was some questions about like what's the shortest VP we've ever had? And then of course you need to know which president got shot the soonest after, I don't know.
Right.
But anyway.
Wait, what was the answer? Who was the shortest VP we've ever had?
You know, I want to tell you, but we got last place. This was like a holiday party fellowship online Zoom King trivia question. In other trivias, like Harry Potter trivia is my team, we win first place. But this one was like a random assortment of trivia. Anyway, my question was what your knowledge is
comics, history, like whatever I'm missing doing deep dives in.
Okay.
So the chat is reminding me that for a lot of this year, we were reading poems in my book club because they were all from a website and nobody needed to be able to access shipping and it was free. So big thank you to the Poetry Foundation for the wonderful sets of poems you have online. But just in the course of going through that collection, I have really broadened my it's really cute, Gina.
So cute.
My sense of I'm looking up terms I haven't heard in years for poetic devices, and it's been really, really fun.
Ooh, are you writing poems too?
Not yet. I haven't. God, it's been a while. I used to study it a little, but only song lyrics these days. I gotta ask about this hat, Gina.
Yes,
it's so cute.
Is it a bowler hat?
It is a bowler hat. So, I got stuff on my face. My character Winscar from the Plungers and Blunders podcast, I play a goblin for our D&D campaign. And pretty early on, a mirror gave him, everyone kind of got to roll and get a sort of magic item. But I rolled very low. So the mirror gave me a bowler hat. And my character loved it. And wore it ever since.
Will you do Winscar voice for like just a second?
Yeah. Okay, wait. I gotta get some mucus in my. I know that's gross, but basically, this is kind of how he talks. He's a little bit like this, and this is Winscar, and he's a little raspy, but also a little high pitched, and he's very interested in accessories. And anything shiny, and he has a rainbow glittery beard, and that was a wig, and he is all about finding all the joys in life, and they're usually shiny.
That is great. That is beautiful.
Chat answered John Tyler. He was vice president for 31 days.
Yes.
Wow.
And who is he? Who was the president?
Tyler too, right?
Huh?
The Tippecanoe and Tyler too? But who was the actual president that Tippecanoe pertained to?
I don't know. You just said a tongue twister, and I don't think you meant to.
I don't know.
It was like William Henry Harrison. All right. Yeah. He got pneumonia at his inauguration.
Right. Yes, that was it. That was it. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I believe that was a battle he was famous for or something like that. But that was their campaign slogan, was like him and Tyler too, which is just the cutesiest way to run for vice president I can think of. Oh, the future is Winscar, Gina.
Yeah. The future is indeed Winscar.
All right.
I'm a silly.
What's that?
Silly.
Why?
Blend this. I didn't give him his beard. Why would I do that?
I feel bad putting a hole to make Kirby an ornament because I'm just carving a hole in his head.
Oh, thank you for gifting us up to Joe Poe, David Plagle. Oh,
I haven't heard.
Oh my god!
Twitch alerts like sub and those kind of. We haven't done those in so long. I haven't.
You mean you haven't had alerts?
No, because I don't stream on my own channel, so I don't have those alerts up anymore.
I'm just saying,
And
stream
we
is all I'm saying.
haven't done them on channels in a long time because we mostly do narrative stuff. So.
Oh, yeah. Where you have to mute it. Mario says, at least you don't have to dance for every alert anymore.
I do it anyway, you can see.
Oh my God, Dave Michaels has gifted so many subs on our channel. Yeah, so wait, so do you acknowledge then if someone subs on your channel, Gina, or like not at that time?
Well, I don't have a channel really. I mean, I have one, but I haven't
on the show
yet.
Or like on the show's channel.
No, not really. Because we mostly do some, dramatic narrative stuff. And over on Failed Save, on the Pixel Circus channel, we have donation tiers. So like if they affect the story, so then we call those out because something's about to change.
Gotcha.
But I finally got a new computer that can handle, since we've been streaming so much,
right,
and stuff.
Yes.
And so probably need some personal streams. I've just been kind of doing this stuff. So
this is my pushing you face, Gina.
What's that?
This is my pushing you face stream.
I will. I have my art room set up, so I'm probably gonna try to get some streams set up from the art room, and like I'm getting there.
If people want to make sure that they're already following you by the time that happens, like where could they go to do that?
Well, you could just follow me at Pocket Gina. That's me. On Twitch and on Twitter, and that's where you'd find that. But I'm going to just. I'm not going to say like tune in next week because I'm, there's holidays and stuff. So
yeah, I've been hesitant to put my schedule up as well because of the holidays. But same, I also got a new computer because my old one was just not cutting it. The streams.
Yes, Steph, I'm so excited about your new computer. How did you decide on it?
It was on sale.
Love it. Love it.
Well, also, this sounds really strange, but if it's not a tower, I love things that are portable but also light, and the lightest portable but also efficient and good computer. I know that's a lot to ask, but so I got a Razer Stealth, not the latest one, but I think like maybe the second to latest one. Also with the pandemic, I ordered it like months ago, and then I just got it because then the first order was then canceled like a month later. But yeah, and so I'm so happy to now finally have it. So Gina, I do understand what it means to get a new computer, and like this small thing is much more powerful than my old one. But I got a laptop because it's like, who knows how long the pandemic will last, and then if you need to relocate or hole up somewhere else, then you have it.
Yeah, not weird at all. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I just made a random loop, and then I was like, it's like an onion ring, and I think maybe I'll go with a wreath instead.
Thanks, Lantern. So I have a question, guys. I was thinking of doing, like, I'm going to do this part, but instead of just going straight, I was wondering if I should maybe be really shishi about it and make it kind of curved, so it curves over. And
I love it.
Ooh, yeah.
Instead of just like straight, where it's like then just straight back, but it's kind of curved and looks more Swarovski.
This is gonna terrible example, like a 30s Art Deco, Art Nouveau kind of curves on curves repeating pattern design.
Yeah, it could be like scale curves, but we're just like did it and then put. What is it like tacky to put my name here though? Steph. Like, you know who I am. Backwards on Razer.
It's wherever you want.
Razer.
Right.
It's upside down.
Is anyone in chat making go along with us? I'm curious. Akiva says you should definitely do it. The extra factor is so you. I don't know whether that's about the curves or the name, but
I think Yes, I just wanted the extra. Where's my statement necklaces? Please bring me my... I just drink black coffee, but I could be more demanding. Like a mini AVX machine.
How can I make my wreath look more wreath-like?
Wreath? Holly? Bows? Holly?
Oh, yeah, holly.
Like a little bell hanging off of the bow.
Ooh.
You could put an actual bell on it, like these from the necklace.
Ah!
But
oh, I love that stuff. It makes amazing, elegant jewelry.
So elegant. Great. Okay, I'm gonna make it curved then. I guess I shouldn't continue down.
All right. I've done something to my wreath. Akiva says it was for both the name and the curves.
Nice.
And they approve.
Great. I get the chat stamp of approval and the fashion. That's what I need.
Let's see. How do I make a little thing of holly? It's got like the leaves have a curve and then there's berries. How many holly berries make it look like holly? How are they like?
Rule of
what?
3. Rules of 3 I like. 2 sprigs of leaves and then 3 berries. They're usually like.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sounds good. That sounds right. Okay. 1, 2. I guess I will wait.
Puffybot says bell necklaces have +1 to charisma and -2 to stealth.
Sneaking off like this.
Totally true.
I feel like I made.
Ooh, is the Xbox Series S the recent one? The new one? Oh, God.
There's an X and an S, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know which one's which.
Wait,
okay.
what?
But they're both new.
They're both new. And this replaces the Xbox One. Right?
I'm just going to say yes. I think that's true.
Can tell what kind of streamers we are.
I am excited though. I got very lucky after initially being like, I'm not going to do it. I don't need to upgrade. I don't blah, blah, blah. I did start throwing myself at various flash sales. And as of this week, I finally got an order in January. I'm getting a PS5.
Oh, yes.
I have been a little more PlayStation than Xbox, although I'm also obviously a PC gamer.
So when you stream from there, is your stream different? Because when I stream from the PlayStation, it's like a different setup. I know you can use a capture card to import it in. I'm just wondering what you do.
That I've been using a capture card, so I don't know much about the native streaming stuff on the PlayStation, which might be silly because it's probably has great options that I just don't know anything about yet.
It's just not as, you can't control it as much as we can with Slavs. There's like less, maybe there's a way to input all of your stuff, but like for your alerts and your little
that makes sense. Where they're probably just trying to make it easy for folks who don't already have those setups, but we're kind of like, but I want all my stuff.
Thanks, not Hick Boy, for following. Wait, does this look tacky? I think the big baubles might be too much. I wanted to do it because it's easy. That's a no. That is judgment. I feel it.
Well, it makes it look more like you've got pearls rather than like little rhinestones. You know what I mean?
Look less like rhinestones.
They look like rhinestones.
They look less like rhinestones.
Less like rhinestones. Yeah.
They look sort of like pearls.
I was trying to do it more quickly, but it looks, I don't know if I like it. I might have to take it off.
Well, that's what tests are for.
Yeah, or glue guns that you peel. Oh, thanks, Sylvan Hermit, for subbing. I'm going for hiding in plain sight. Yes. You can see me? You can hear me? Yeah, I don't think I like that. It's too much. It's tro. Friends. One of my friends is going to be writing on. Have you seen Emily in Paris?
No, I've been hearing
a couple episodes.
Like, people love to hate it. There's a meme that's the only Emily that should be in Paris, and it's Emily Blunt from Devil Wears Prada.
Oh,
Thanks, Ranjang for subbing. Oh my goodness. I just started streaming again, guys. So
how does it feel?
Fortunate. Oh, it feels so good. I have missed it. And it's a lot of work. Like, Gina, I don't know about you, but it's like tens and tens and tens, and probably even just like maybe so much hours trying to set up the things.
Yes.
All my wires. You want to see my wires? It's gross. You know, want to see my wires. Thanks, Target One, for following. I have the worst. Like, Reddit would hate all of my cables. They're just everywhere. But I'm sure it worked. I have webcam 1, webcam 2, internet, microphone, monitor. And then, like, the laptop, you need dongles for things because there's not that many ports.
Yeah.
So, you have a fancy Stream Deck? I've been seeing those lately.
I haven't. Maybe that would help, like, prevent my shitty setup earlier today where I'm editing the scene on camera.
Hey, look, doing it live is part of how all this works. It's
Yeah.
The other pandemic hobby that a lot of us have picked up is that we are learning broadcast skills that we didn't have before.
Yeah. So I sent in an audition for Attack of the Show, and I know people are a lot of like.
I've been watching them. They're so funny.
They're so fun and
I love them.
But a lot of people are like, you know, why do streamers need Attack of the Show? And it's not that they need it. It's just so much. There's something to be said about production, which I know you all feel the same way. Like, if you don't have to do the tech and producing yourself all the time, and you have help.
A team of people can be a wonderfully helpful thing. People who specialize in different skills, like being a solo act, takes a lot of time and work.
Yeah. So I'd rather be able to focus on like the comedy and the non-technical part.
Because other people aren't good at that part, and you are. So
you're excellent. But yeah, you know, I like to focus on that thing. But yeah, that's why I think, you know, people would want to do it. But who knows what it's going to look like? That show was like a long time ago.
Yeah, I had friends who worked on that show.
Yeah.
There were some great people came out of that. A lot of our sort of mutual friends sort of filtered down from different versions of that. So I have a lot of affection for the whole setup.
Definitely.
But they would be super lucky to have you.
Aw, thanks. We'll see. I was just psyched to make the I just think prompts are so much fun.
Yeah.
You know, like in class when they give you a prompt. Atticus with 2 eyes says, have you done any acting lately? I don't know. Have you guys done any acting lately? Our industry is being hammered. I don't know if you did you hear that?
I really have. Just one job.
That's awesome.
I did a job for someone when I was like 12. I did a movie for them a long time ago.
Is this what shot you to stardom, Gina?
What's that?
Is that where you were shot to stardom from that first role?
No.
No? It wasn't that one?
No, it wasn't that one.
Okay.
But they emailed me during quarantine and were like, "Hey, I'm making another movie. Do you want to audition?"
Oh my god!
So
Did you do it?
We filmed it all over Zoom.
Wow.
It was wild.
Cool.
Get it. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Some rings.
Can you show us when it's or is there a link?
I have no idea. No, it is not made yet. Definitely not made yet, but
now I'm just playing.
Not edited, you mean?
yeah, it's not edited. Yeah.
Okay.
We just shot it, I think, less than a week ago.
Can you give us a hint as to what the story is?
Oh,
Don't
it's that.
making spoilers for unreleased movies.
Oh, yeah,
on
that's true.
staff.
Yeah, I meant like a log line.
Topic discussion.
Log lines. Okay.
It is a very sad
We'll let you be in peace.
The destroyer of NDAs.
Hashtag the worst host.
All right, I've finished Windscar, I think.
Gina,
Ooh.
so beautiful.
He will be painted, and you will see his details a little better. But I'm gonna rainbowify his beard with glitter.
That looks so good.
His gold bowler hat.
That looks so good.
Gosh.
And I'm gonna boop.
I'm just messing around now.
Right. All right. I'm gonna bring my two creations and see. Okay, so here's the thing. I did the serving size of 2 and I split it in half for you and for both you and me, Amy. And I still have this much left.
I still have this much left.
That's what I'm saying. You can use much less than you think, and you get a lot. You get a lot out of this. Which is pretty awesome.
I have my sword, my pickaxe, my book, my communicator, my wreath, and my Kirby.
You made a lot.
Yeah, you need way more
than you need. Wait, guys, is this classier?
Not make them as good. Huh? What?
Is this classier?
Let's see.
It's 4.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like it.
Keep going up, and I don't think I have to adjust it. Okay.
Gorgeous.
Oh.
Oh.
Can't tell if it's because
Oh, bye.
Pretty classy.
I like it. I like it a lot, Steph.
Thanks.
Actually, I love the way it makes a stripe effect.
Yeah. And I want it, a curved, different, We just want to make a different, unique headset. Wait, do you guys use headsets or not? You only use headsets. Why? When you don't want an echo?
Yeah.
So how come we're not echoing?
Ones, which I don't like, but a couple of the streams that I use, I like light cosplay when I'm doing streams as a character. So that usually involves a hairstyle or I have sage, so I have horns. And sometimes just headphones get in the way of that. So
yes. Okay.
And kind of something about it, kind of I don't know. Whenever I'm doing a character and I can, especially since I have, we do it on online now. I don't like seeing when I have to see myself. It takes me out to see me wearing headphones instead of just full blown character. So I just think visually, I just like to have as discreet of headphones as possible when doing gaming. But I'm not doing, sort of gaming streams. It's more RPGs. So,
I have a lot of affection for these just because I associate them with sitting down to play games. Because, these are just, they're not the fanciest headphones, but they're nicer than the random, I bought this at a gas station because I forgot my headphones that I usually roll with,
Right.
So that that combination is probably why they are my standard go-to online streaming thing. But people do what do you call the pod ones? AirPods, something.
AirPods?
There's lots of solutions.
AirPods? You could do AirPods?
Why not?
I guess but don't you need a Mac or maybe not? I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not.
I don't know.
I guess Apple plays nice with some PCs. Or
maybe.
Honestly, not sure.
That's 100% valid. I don't actually know because I do not have AirPods.
I have old. My friends used AirPods. They die in 30 minutes.
Oh,
but I was like, oh, does it die sooner the older it is? They're like, yeah. They're useful, but
yeah. Oh, I'm loving it. You know what it also kind of looks like? Sound waves.
Yeah. And so then it goes up, and then up, and then stuff. But it looks like I have to do it the opposite way of how Razor is, because Razor, that's upside down to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny though, on my stream, the R's go this way, and on your stream, the R's go this way. So it's like
it's just mirrored.
Is this one mirrored? So I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I believe so.
I guess I have to do what's on my stream then.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm doing a test.
You're doing a test?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the Q Time stream and it is unflipping me for its outgoing stream. Don't know how it's doing that, but sure.
Yeah, well,
I bet.
Amy, Steph, it is 2 p.m.
Oh, time flies so quickly.
I know. Are you going to stay on, Steph, and keep having people? Good. Everyone, stay watching, Steph. Thank you so much for letting me spring this stream on you. You were amazing.
No, it's so fun. I'm so glad we got to do it.
Really, he did set up all of the amazing layouts like that immediately.
How?
Because he's amazing. And thank you both so much for doing this with me. It's lovely. And yeah, we'll probably be posting after they get cooked and painted. I'm sure we're going to be posting some pictures online. If you guys do this at home, please post them and send them to us. I want to see what you guys make.
Yeah.
Very cute.
And if you make rhinestone headphones, you better show me yours.
Yeah, I want to see.
I'll take a picture too. And I'm sure we'll at some point get back online together, right?
I've still got 2 more of these craft streams. So they'll probably be sometime in the new year, whenever we can fit in just a fun little hangout time.
You mean if we're at home because we're not allowed to go outside? And we have
sort of, I want to let people enjoy the last month of this year as their time off. So I'm not going to make them do more craft streams for me. So,
on a personal note, everybody stay home, please. If it is possible for you to stay home, please, you are helping out your community. You are helping out your grocery store workers. You are helping out your healthcare workers. You are protecting your own family and loved ones. If you live in, let's say, one of the countries that has not handled this well, please stay home. Okay, that's the end of that.
Ours?
Love you.
Love you.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, I love you, ladies.
Love you.
Have a great holidays.